Calvin, before I met you, I used to think home was only a place. When I'm with you, I feel free to be myself, free to make mistakes without judgment, and free knowing that when life becomes too much, you will be there to keep me grounded. You are my home, and I promise to be yours as well.
Raquel, today's not our typical Saturday. Today, I get to be the luckiest man in the world. Years ago, you caught my attention, but what I didn't know was that you would capture my heart in ways I never could have imagined. Over time, you've shown me what it truly means to love somebody.
Seeing Raquel and Calvin together is such a joy, even though I'm not around them on a daily, weekly, or even monthly basis anymore. When I am, their love is evident.
Raquel is everything good. She's selfless, funny, kind, and empathetic. But I think the thing I admire most about Raquel is the way she always makes time for the people in her life. I was so fortunate to grow up with Raquel, and Calvin, I'm so happy that you get to grow old with her.
Calvin is one of the most kindest, most hardworking, genuine people I know. For him, the grind never stops, but he still never fails to make sure all of his people are checked in on. I've watched him tackle challenges and obstacles with such grace, and I admire him for that. I know he will bring that same dedication and love to his marriage, Raquel.
Well, Calvin and Raquel, I now pronounce you
Oh, that was a really good, oh my God. See, like, this is what happens once every, like, other hole, and allows you to excel.
Calvin and Raquel's journey began with what we might call a series of courageous decisions and a little bit of financial recklessness.
Technically, you were forbidden fruit. Like, you were my ex's, like, best friend. Like, you know what I mean? So, naturally, you gotta go for things that
We can't have.
can't have.
Calvin, after declining to help with the physical labor of moving Raquel into her new apartment, decided to impress Raquel and her friends in a more grandiose manner.
Yeah, there was no way I was gonna move that apartment.
Calvin, armed with a hefty bonus check, decided to buy the most expensive shots at the B Lounge in Towson for their whole group of friends.
I mean, if I'm gonna be honest and humble about it, I mean, I think I was just a very,
Calvin was all about Calvin.
I think back then I was just a little more about the money and a little bit more like just naive about the world.
Oh my.
Like this putt.
What makes Calvin and Raquel's relationship truly unique isn't just the grand gesture, but the small, everyday acts of love and support that they have solidified their bond.
You had a very tough outer shell, and then we started watching rom-coms together.
Dude, you can't.
And I would look over,
No.
and you'd be shedding
Yeah, I
some
knew you were
tears.
savage when I looked over and you weren't crying, okay?
Calvin realized Raquel was the one when she saw her resilience during tough times, taking on side jobs when she was laid off from COVID.
It was terrible, like I watched you do it, and like I even offered a helping hand and you didn't want to take it. You know what I mean? That showed me like you were willing to like crawl through the mud with me. After that year, I think it really showed me like this is the person that I'm gonna, you know, figure out my life with.
I think that moment, like the real moment for me, was maybe when you left the car dealership and went to Merrill because you said you wanted to have a future where you could prioritize family and me, and that meant a lot.
How are you, sweetheart? Oh my goodness. I knew I was going to be emotional
I know.
because I knew you were going to be looking beautiful.
It's okay.
How do you feel?
I'm feeling good. You like my dress?
I love your dress. Well, that's great. Are you ready?
Yeah. I'm feeling good.
Good.
I'm excited.
I'm going to be nervous, though.
Don't worry, we'll be nervous together. I have this for you. It's a picture of us, and I'm gonna put it right here on your tie.
Well, that's like I can remember when that picture was taken.
We're at the pumpkin patch. Yes. There you go. And you'll have me with you all night. I love you.
I love you, sweetheart.
so beautiful.
Thank you. You like my dress?
Yeah. It looks beautiful.
You look so good. Oh, look at that.
I haven't seen you.
How are you feeling?
A little bit nervous
A
now.
little bit nervous? Be nervous. You look so good. Let me see you. You look so good. Look at me.
No, your dress looks good.
Thank you.
Very sparkly.
Yeah. This is like what I can't believe we're getting married.
We don't need to talk, cause it's in our eyes. Energy from us always underlined, taking us away to a paradise.
My wedding party was muy difficult to choose.
I knew my wedding party when I was like maybe a month after meeting them.
Scott Van Stone is officiating our wedding. He's like my mentor. He gave me my shot. If it wasn't for him, I don't know. I honestly don't know where I'd be.
Welcome, family and friends, as we gather today on this joyous day to celebrate the union of Calvin and Raquel in love and commitment. As we prepare to witness the beautiful journey as they are ready to embark, let us surround them with love and support, making this moment truly unforgettable. You both will now affirm your intent to marry by gifting a ring to one another. These rings stand as symbols of your commitment and the daily reminder of your devotion. To the rest of the world, these rings will explain that you're not flirting, but just exceptionally friendly. As you place these rings on your partner's finger, so do you bind your commitment to it.
With my whole heart, I take you as my partner.
Acknowledging your strengths and accepting your faults as you do mine.
I will be yours in plenty and in want,
In sickness and in health.
in joy and in sorrow, in failure and in triumph,
I promise to be faithful and supportive.
and to make our love and happiness a priority.
You're my person,
My love,
my life.
today and always.
Do you, Calvin Lowe, take Raquel Poe to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Your constant friend and partner in all the adventures that life has in store for you.
I do.
Do we, who are all present here today, vow to surround Calvin and Raquel in love, to contribute to their community, and support them in their marriage? Amen. Calvin and Raquel, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss your bride. So I now pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Calvin Lowe.
Gentlemen, please give it up for Mr. and Mrs. Long!
Raquel and I are incredibly lucky to have all of you in our lives. You've been there for us through so many stages, and today we're here to share in this new chapter.
It's not hard to tell that Calvin is Raquel's safe space. He's a protector and leader that Raquel deserves. From their first kiss in Torrance to buying their first house together in Baltimore and adopting Miss Madden Lowe, I've had the privilege of watching Calvin and Raquel's relationship grow into what it is today. I can't wait to see what this next chapter as husband and wife holds for you both. If we could all raise a glass for a toast to the Lows,
I wish you both a lifetime filled with love, laughter, and adventures. Let's raise our glasses to a beautiful couple. Here's to happily ever after, to Raquel and Calvin. I love you both.
Calvin, welcome to the family.